Hi, this is Sam with 365 Tax Strategy. As you know, the deadline for business returns is fast approaching. It's September 16th this year. So if you need help filing your returns, getting your tax prep done, we do that. We also do tax strategy, so helping you come up with ways that you can save on taxes for this year, but also in the future. So if you're not happy with how last year went, how much you owed, then now is the time to start getting the right structures in place. There's a critical planning window over the next couple months to make sure you have a successful 2025. So business returns start at 750. You can see our contact info up at the top of the screen and also our website. Text, call, email us. We're super responsive and we'd love to help out. So the tax code favors business owners. If you or the tax professional that you're working with are not helping you to maximize your status as a business owner, then you're really missing out on some key opportunities. The biggest expense by far over the course of your lifetime is going to be taxes. So do you have a strategy for the current year of saving yourself some money in taxes? And then what about in retirement? What about in future years? Are you setting yourself up for success then? The deadline is fast approaching. So you have until September 16th to file your business returns, and the penalties start to add up quick. So it's $200 per owner for every month that you have to go past the deadline. So taxes are already pretty expensive. You don't want to stack penalties on top of that. Now to the fun part. Here are the top 7 tax moves for business owners. So by far, my favorite one is to set up a business retirement account. There's lots of options for this. My favorite is the solo 401k. You could also do a SEP or simple. Pick the right tax selection, whether that's a sole proprietorship, partnership, C Corp, or S Corp. There's lots of considerations to factor in your decision. Maximize the QBI deduction. So this might go away in 2026, so you want to enjoy it while it's still here. Another great strategy is to hire your spouse or older kids. You can accelerate or defer income into this year or maybe into future years. You can do a Roth conversion, and then you want to set up a system to meaningfully track every expense that you can possibly write off through your business. So first, we want to set up a retirement plan. This is, in my opinion, the best strategy. So solo 401k is my favorite retirement account for solo business owners. And the reason is it has such high contribution limits. So if you have no full-time employees other than your spouse, you can set up one of these plans. You can save 69 grand, and that's for 2024. And then if your spouse works for the business, participates in the business, then you can effectively double your contribution limit to 138 grand this year. It's pretty awesome. The next strategy would be to hire your family, spouse, or adult kids, which allows you to make retirement contributions for your spouse. And then you also get the tax bracket arbitrage of maybe your marginal tax rate versus your kid's marginal tax rate. By paying them, they pay taxes at their rates, you pay taxes at your rates, and then you win on the difference. And then ultimately, you're building family wealth while using your business. It's a great strategy. You should think about doing a Roth conversion. So a lot of times it makes sense to do this if you're in the 22 or 24% bracket or lower. For some people with high IRA balances that are approaching retirement, you might consider doing it in higher tax brackets. This is a big deal. So if you map out your total taxes paid over your lifetime and you put in a good Roth conversion strategy, often we find this will save you tens to even hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's pretty great. What can you deduct from your business? Are you maximizing your deductions? And do you have a system of tracking this stuff that's easy and not time consuming? Have you considered employee benefits? Have you considered asset purchases that make sense from a cash flow standpoint and also from a business standpoint? Are there other expenses that you can accelerate to the current year or maybe even defer into future years? These are all things that you should be thinking about. What's your entity election and why? So there's obviously tax consequences of electing something similar like an S Corp or a partnership, but there's also business structures, ownership structures, whether you plan to sell your business in the future or not, whether you want to have your employees be able to have ownership in your business. All these things matter for what type of entity you choose to put your business under. You really want to be in tune and have a 5-year or 10-year outlook when you're determining what type of entity to put your business under. We take a holistic approach to tax planning and tax preparation. We look at your taxes from a balance sheet standpoint, and our goal is to lower your lifetime tax bill. So that's this year, but also in the future. You'll find a link to my calendar on this page. Go ahead, book a meeting. We do a free 15-minute intro call to see if we're a good fit, and I'll do my best to help you out. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.